The month of February is heating up pretty quickly. 2026 has already been 7 mobile games, it's kind of too good. Hello friends, this is Mobile and here are 25 new games released this week you might want to consider picking up while it's hot on your Android and iOS. Alright, first things first, we've got the game Parasite Z, which is simply classic survival horror inspired by Resident Evil games, and now rebuilt for mobile with Unreal Engine 5. It's a free game, demo, it's a little big in size as well. The story is you wake up inside a massive abandoned prison where a parasite outbreak has turned, inmates and guards into monsters. Ammo is basically currency, inventory space is limited, every corner feels dangerous. You explore cell blocks, tunnels, infirmaries, and execution halls while uncovering the truth behind a failed experiment. You also play as a detective and a lawyer whose story unravels as you push. The game is not about action, it's just about surviving the vibes.
Hostiles in sight. Watch your backs.
Rainbow Six Mobile just dropped in India, and damn, it's a proper game. Ubisoft brought siege operator-based strategy shooting goodness on Android, and it's pretty much working perfectly. Drones, cameras, post-death mode, all the tactical jazz, controls are smooth, controller supports instant, and even better, the battery drain is super minimal. Maps and bomb mode keeps you thinking, but 3v3 side modes feel a bit still raw, although Ubisoft promised to fill the gaps with updates, refinements, and more content. There's new maps, weapons, maybe just one downside, which is a rather pretty expensive seasonal pass right now. Anyway, it's a free game on mobile, taking you up to 6 GB of storage, and of course plays online.
My cardio for the day. Time for death.
Have you ever stood in a airport line and thought to yourself, maybe I could do the job better? Well, in the game I Am Airport Security, you run that specific checkpoint. Travelers line up, you scan passports, check faces, you slide bags through x-rays, and people trying to sneak stuff past you as well. Contraband in the most random places, so you're gonna be using metal detectors, baggage scanners, and good old-fashioned judgment, and decide who gets to fly or gets detained. Pretty simple game, satisfying, and yes, it's also from the same folks who brought a bunch of other I Am games, like I Am Monkey, I Am Bird, Security, etc. It's an offline game, you can play it offline, easy to jump into, and simply just build around quick decision making. Number 4, we've got the game Twin Up Mobile, which is a casual adventure that's all around sort of vertical pressure. No open world Grand Theft Auto scale stuff, but open enough and there's no downtime. It's just you, the gravity, and a tower full of traps trying to knock you back down. It's a climbing game where every second matters, moving platform, sudden obstacles, tight jumps, etc. You're constantly reaching. Although the controls are simple, but the level design is not. You've got multiple modes to keep things spicy, global leaderboards, and a good amount of content. Quick sessions, high tension, one mistake, and it's a long fall down. You know the drill. Coming up behind that at number 5, we've got this, which is landed on Android, and it's not your usual open world game, it's actually a kite flying game. Well, it's an open world, of course. Chill meets casual sports. You run around, launch kites, manage them, and explore an entire map while tinkering with tricks, challenges, and some competitive, also PvP kite battles. It's offline if you want it, quite relaxing, surprisingly deep for a kite game. You can upgrade your kites, experiment with different styles, just get lost in the open skies as you explore. Pretty good for short sessions or long, breezy explorations. If you've ever wanted to feel like a kite master in a little indie sandbox, this one's for you. Tree of Savior Mobile Extreme is basically a hardcore tactics MMO that does not babysit you. It's a very grindy game, big also, and you're gonna be dying in PvP a lot. No dumb story AI here. Combat actually demands attention, and what sort of makes it stand out is the control freedom. You've got mouse and keyboard, full gamepad with up to 40 skills mapped for mobile, and it all works. Exploration's massive, tons of maps that exist just to be discovered. I don't know, if you want challenge, depth, and real MMO grind energy, this one's got it. but it's a tad clunky, and for some reason on Android it sort of randomly works on specific phones.
Multiple waves of hostile drones just appeared on...
If you miss old school jet combat, but want modern hardware, Warplane's Task Force delivers exactly that. With some modern aerial warfare with real world icons and some nice, sharp, clean, satisfying action and visuals, you've got two ways to play this one. Pilot mode, where you jump into missions, lock in, dodge out, dominate. And the latter one is Commander mode, which adds brains to the firepower. Where you're not just flying now, you're building an airbase, managing fuel, upgrading hangars, recruiting pilots, making sure your task force is always mission ready. Pretty good game, controls are intuitive and well adjusted, performance is smooth, it's accessible for low-end devices, and detailed enough to scratch that military aviation itch. Bubble Masters, however, is simply just arcade bubble popping, but on like steroids. Arena style, bouncing madness everywhere, and you're right in the middle of trying not to get overwhelmed. Every bubble you pop gives XP. You level up mid-run, you pick one of these 3 random powers each time, go full destruction mode, or build some tactical laser brain combo. There's over 30 different abilities, so no 2 runs are gonna feel the same pretty much. Pretty simple to start, hard to master, completely offline as well. Quick sessions, big explosions, smooth performance. The bubbles are all around popping in this game. You either clear it or get buried in it.
Welcome to Hell's First Election.
Demons is scary. Prior to this, almost a 5-year-old PC game, was one of those this could be special kind of games, which after all the years is now finally on Android. It's a MOBA game, sort of an action MMORPG with some seriously cool character designs. You got Tree Samurai, Anubis, type warriors. The art style, I would say, is genuinely sort of outdated, but still good. Combat mixes action slashes with some MMO, which feels different but interesting. It does have a little bit of server slots, communication issues, some people couldn't get in. Also, animations and textures need a little more polish maybe. Beneath all that, there's real potential if the developers smooth it out and build the player base. This could really, on mobile, turn into something very fun. Starfall, number 10, probably one for the anime crowd. Cinematic, heavy. The story is you're the leader of an expedition squad, diving straight toward a demon queen who's not just evil, but powerful, mysterious, and also beautiful. The gameplay is not just auto-brain gameplay, it's a hybrid real-time strategy. Prep matters, split-second commands matter, you're managing up to 8 squads, recruiting allies with different statuses, building bonds, unlocking leader skills, and pushing deeper. There is story, there's tactics, there's team growth, and somehow even a camp chef. If you like serious RPG energy with strategy depth and some dramatic boss fights, Starfall actually goes hard, although you might actually need a translator app. Monster Spider Train, a Chuchu, rolled onto Android. It's just simply the most organic indie version of the original game, which is, I mean, that's not gameplay, it's just a trailer. It's a functioning game on Android and it's offline, so there's absolutely no reason not to try it. It's just 200 megabytes in total. Pretty polished, not, graphically superior or anything, but it is pure horror on rails. You're a survivor stuck in a haunted railway by a spider train hybrid that sees you, hears, and haunts like it's alive. It's survival horror, puzzle solving, escaping, chasing action all in one. If you've got nerves still and a love for tense, packed horror games, Monster Spider will definitely test you all the way. Number 12, we've got the game Fan Scene. So technically just raw, tense horror. You wake up in a huge, spooky mansion at midnight, and this she thing is haunting. Any sound, any movement, she's coming for you. You gotta tiptoe, hide, don't get caught. 2 floors, a basement, locked doors, minigames, and a lot of heart-pounding puzzles because it's a time-managing game. You gotta hide in closets, on the beds, even in washing machines if you've got the guts. And also you can upgrade your skills, grab power-ups and stuff. It's a free game, offline friendly, creepy as hell, and pretty good for anyone who loves scary puzzle chasing mobile games. Well, guys, up and coming at number 13 with What the Creature. It's a roguelike survival sort of inspired by the Cult of the Lamb game, except here you wake up in a wild land with these enemy folks that just never stop coming. Wave after wave, all volatile and mutate abominations that test your survival skills every second. What you do in the game is pick mutation cards, hit them with their own medicine, and doing so will, change your run. Every playthrough evolves, bosses get crazier, hordes do get heavier and more relentless, quick runs, insane replay value, offline ready. The only question is, can you survive it or will you become the monster yourself? Number 14, we've got the game Last Hunter K, basically one-on-one Elden Ring. Except it's in Seoul, Korea after the apocalypse. Countering, slashing, partying with swords, bows, hammers, axes, whatever feels right. Enemies adapt to your skills so you can't just mash buttons. Pretty tense game, quite fast. It's all happening in a Ruben world as it's setting. AI is smart. Duels do get really heavy, like as if they can end you with just one hit, can customize your hero, grab a friend actually, or go solo. It's simply console level combat squeezed in your pocket for free. Number 15, we've got Pure Crime. Old but gold game. It's just basically Grand Theft Auto Mobile but with extra caffeine. It's just the game drops you in a city that's sort of just one bad decision from total chaos, where you start as a broke nobody and climb your way up to full-blown all the way mafia boss. You jack cars, pull off heists, survive police chases that escalate faster than breaking up with your crush. There's a full day and night cycle, tons of weapons, a police system that actually makes you sweat, plus controller support if you're too classy for touchscreen. It is really pure crime as the name stands. Pure chaos, pure mobile mayhem, just how you like it. Coming up behind that at number 16, we've got the game Nareen, which is from a long-time veteran of mobile game makers, where you are this tiny but super strong dwarf, smashing goblins, trolls, monsters, and bosses. Where punch, dodge, blocking counts, so you're gonna be smart. There are 5 different lands to explore, lots of quests to beat, some awesome axes and armors to grab. You can play anywhere you want because it works offline. Not to mention it's made by the Tiny Arches developers. Trust me, once you start playing the game, you won't want to put it down. Coming up behind that, cover shooter or cover shooting or cover shooter gun shooting or whatever is kind of exactly what it says on the tin. You hide behind covers, shoot, repeat, and hope your opponents screw up first. It's a first-person cover shooter game, pretty good, coming out of Turkey this one. It's got, you can fight against AI, which cheats of course, just enough to keep you annoyed, and the real players are either insane or entirely incompetent. Anyway, it's a pretty good game for something free, which is playable also both online and offline. Weapons are pretty punchy. The offline mode is only for mercy, letting you practice dying slowly without judgment. It's not a revolutionary game, but a pretty good one. It's weirdly addictive if you like being mildly humiliated for fun. It's coming from an indie developer that's actually pretty good at making shooters. Well, number 18, we've got the game K Demon Hunter. Simply awesome. You start as a super cool demon hunter and throw magic, talismans, and monsters at its core formula. You level up really fast even when you're not playing because it's idle game, but you get to mix magic for combos, fight bosses, and make your hunter look cooler. Every fight is super exciting, the pixel art is super cool, and it's pretty easy to pick up. You will almost feel like a total hero raining magic on demons. You can play a little or a lot, it's fun either way. It's an online game, of course. It's an idle RPG, it's about 1.5 gigabytes in total. Well, on another hand, we've got the game Data 2073, or BATTLEDECK. Technically a post-human TCG meets Auto Battler, where you're building decks, sending mechanoid things into a 3x9 grid, and outsmart opponents with strategy over raw power. It's got quick matches, technical depth, plenty of rewards, make it perfect for short sessions or grinding your way to the top. It's a pretty fast game, sort of clever, online only, and a solid pick if you're into mech decks and competitive mind games.
of nearby enemies, while granting sturdy shields to allied...
King on Kings hit it to Android. It's been a week almost, and it's technically full-on strategy mobile with a good depth. The game's got randomized power-ups that keep the battles fresh, hero recruitments, plus team building that lets you craft squads that match your style. Alliances in territory wars bring a global multiplayer twist, while relics, trials, and mass attacks keep the grind engaging. Pretty good. KVK is pretty good, almost perfect if you like thinking big while crushing your enemies online. On another hand, number 21 we've got Rapikins, just pure cozying. You're taking an empty house, slowly crafting it into a warm, fully furnished house. One furniture piece at a time. Hands-on assembly, lots of unboxing, stress-free decorating, all make it perfect for chill play sessions. It's offline friendly, got minimalist visuals and a slow progression system lets you unlock more items as you go. If you like building, organizing, and just vibing with your own little space, well, Rapikins your jam. And last but not least, we've got this little indie game called, by the way, it's a demo, going by the name Volt Shadow. Tight little pixel art platformer that sort of really packs a punch. You play as this character called Arkan, who accidentally unleashed the Shadow Lord and lost his brother doing so. But now you've, earned some skills and on a path to take revenge. As you can see, it's a usual platformer, so you hack, slash, dodge, and explore, occasionally fight bosses. Pretty smooth controls, levels are clever, the pixel art actually hits, it's offline friendly, pretty good for quick sessions or long, grindy runs, your choice. It does really keep you on your toes. It's a free game right now, full game's coming out to iOS as well.